From the Angelz Lounge, Toronto, Canada, our first exclusive interview with Brazen Angelz. Welcome, lads. Nice to see you.
How's it going? Good evening.
Good evening. And you're all looking awfully handsome tonight, I have to add. Anyways, first of all, for our viewers out there, I want you to introduce yourself and maybe just give a little bit of history, how you met. I know that you're from different parts of the UK and Ireland. Maybe starting with you, Stealth.
Well, my name's Stealth. Was conceived in Nottingham, which is in England. 2 F's. 2 F's, baby.
Nottingham hasn't got 2 F's.
It does when I spell it. I was born in Paisley, just outside Glasgow. Grew up in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and now I'm living in the heart of Canada. Jack D from Dublin, Ireland. I play percussion, play bass, and I also do lead vocals. I'm also a Canadian citizen now, good news, and yeah, having a great time in the band. Things are going well.
Mac,
how
about
Mac
you?
From Sunderland, England, now living in Toronto for the past too long. Canadian citizen also. Lead guitar, lead vocals shared with my mate Jackie D, and yeah, that's about it.
Great. Well, it's nice to meet all of you.
Cheers.
I'm really interested. Cheers. Cheers.
That was a nice sound.
Interested what inspired the band to now write and play original music, because when I first saw you, you were doing a lot of covers, and now it's mostly original, which is fantastic and great sound. What's inspired you? And
well, just inspired by you. You only do covers so long, and it doesn't lead anywhere. You don't want to be 60 doing covers on some crappy little bar somewhere, you know.
You'd rather be 60 doing original.
That's right.
They make stone money.
Stones.
What stones? Kidney or gall?
Yeah, so, you know, do you want to express yourself, your own ideas and stuff, and put all the influences that you picked up over the years and put them together, see what comes out in the blender.
We have a lot to say. I mean, we do have a lot to say in our lives every day.
Well, it certainly comes across in your lyrics.
Yeah, why not put them into a song and make it your own, you know?
Yeah. Well, how long have you guys been together as an actual band? I know you started off as a 4-piece, now a 3-piece, and the chemistry just seems amazing. What keeps you guys together and wanting to continue on?
Well, me and Stealth have played together for about 15 years now, right?
Yeah.
And before that, we always used to bump into each other in the pub and say, we were in different bands, we'd say, we've got to play together someday. So we did. And we brought Jack D in, what, 11 years ago or something like that?
11 years ago, yeah.
So, you know, we're so used to each other. The chemistry's great. It's great as a 3-piece. We used to be 4. That never worked out. We couldn't get anybody to fit in. But the 3 of us are like brothers. It works great. I don't want to play with anybody else.
Brothers in arms. That's it.
You definitely feel the chemistry. It's amazing.
Soul brothers.
It's amazing. Jack D, I'm going to start with you. What influenced your playing?
I think listening to when I was younger, you know, my older brother Joe, he used to always play like Bowie and stuff like that to me, you know. I used to listen to him in bed at night, and he'd have the, you know, cassette player going and what have you. And myself, I used to listen to like bands like Duran Duran and Japan, and you know, just seeing a band live for the first time, like, you know, you get that feeling, and you know, you just want that. You go, that's for me, you know, that's what I want to do. And they were bands that I was into when I was younger, you know.
Yeah.
I was also into like bands like Queen and Zeppelin and stuff like that.
So quite a range of influence then.
Yeah.
Wow. How about you guys? Mac?
I'm basically from the old school of blues rock kind of playing, which I bring in. Plus at the time I like glam rock was out with T-Rex, Slade and all that stuff back in Britain. So I kind of like that too, which was very based on rock and roll anyway, glam. So I tend to bring a bit from each decade, a bit from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and it all comes together and comes out in the mix, you know.
Wow, this is amazing. Different influences, and you guys all seem to work. How about you, Stel?
I just asked Mac what I should be doing, and he tells me, and I just go right on.
Well, what is your influence, your background?
Apart from myself, no, no. I mean, early on when I was younger, it was you know, Genesis and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Queen.
What I keep hearing is how original you guys are, and that's really hard to come by now, so it's pretty amazing. In the band, what's been your worst and best experience?
Well, in this band I've not had any bad experiences. The worst experience I had on stage was when I was probably about 14, 15, doing a club in Newcastle, really rough bar, and we were playing and singing, and they came up the stage and started pulling the mics off the stage. You got hold of the cord, pulling it off, the mics disappeared, and then they were threatening us backstage that if we didn't do a Motown song, they were going to kick our heads in.
Oh, lovely.
And all we had at the time was Sabbath and Purple, so...
no wonder you moved to Canada.
We escaped by the skin of our teeth on the first ship out.
My voice, can you see my face? Would you share my joy?
What I need to ask you guys is, what comes first, the music or the lyrics?
The chicken.
Actually, to be honest, hopefully me. I think it varies, doesn't it? Like sometimes, sometimes the music comes, sometimes the lyrics come. It depends on what happens in your life sometimes as well, because sometimes something will come to you and you'll just spit it out, and then all of a sudden you have a riff to it. And then there's other times where we've come up with riffs, and then we've put words to it afterwards.
That was actually my next question. What inspires your lyrics? And obviously, experiences that you go through or are going through at the time.
Oh, that and stuff you observe. I mean, there's one of the songs on the new album was written after Jane Krieber was shot on Boxing Day. So it's it's a song about gangs and stuff like that. There's a song about child abuse on the next album too. So stuff that you observe on the news or whatever.
Another question I was going to ask you guys is.
Who's that?
Oh, we'll start this. Sorry, I lost my train there. Sorry.
Don't flush, for God's sake. Okay.
What do you feel are the challenges of being in an indie band, and where do you see the music industry heading?
Well, the challenges are in not so much making a record, but promoting it. And it's hard to promote it because there's a monopoly by the big businesses. The record stores are sewn up, so the radio stations are all sewn up. So the best thing to come into it is YouTube and MySpace as a way for an independent band to promote this stuff, to get it out there where people can see it. Because we don't have the funds our major label has to promote ourselves. What do you think, Jack D?
I totally agree. I mean, YouTube and MySpace is where it's at right now, and
that's where you're at right now.
Actually. World Wide Web. Recording it is going to be expensive, and but it's all about promoting the album. I mean, you got to get it out there. Nobody knows about the album and who you are. How would they find you? And the web and MySpace and YouTube is exactly the right place to find you. Although at the same time, you also have to try and figure out, well, how can they find you on MySpace and YouTube? So you got to try and push that in that direction as well.
Well said.
How about you, Stel?
Welcome to the first Brazen Angel exclusive interview. I'm the Right Reverend Ian Paisley, all the way from Belfast, Northern Ireland. And you will witness a gnashing of teeth and a wailing of ignorance. And if you don't have teeth, teeth will be provided.
Where's your third member?
What the hell are you talking about? I'm the Right Reverend Ian Paisley. That's good enough.
Thank you all for being here, and you've been amazing.
Well, thanks.
Best of luck, and cheers.
It's good to have all our fans in one room at one time.
Cheers.
We do.
Rock and roll.
Are we